waiting customers, but this is all registered and everyone can see this later. You find me this evening with a glass of Cremant, German Cremant. This is not Deutscher Sekt. German Cremant, now they can call in Germany everything what is made with the Champagner method, the Metodo Classico. And I think it's good stuff. It's from a winery in Baden. It's made from Scheurebe, a really autochthonous southwest German grape. And I like it. I will not go on today about the technicalities of wine production. We will go there again. We will talk about clarification, filtration. And this is all very relevant to the more general discussion in which I want to dive today. Riccardo Cottarella, the dean of Italian enologists and one of the most successful and also most skillful enologists of Italy, who has saved the quality of numerous wineries' production, has made a statement in the Gambero Rosso against natural wines. Very strong statement against natural wines. I do agree technically, nearly in all what he says. That you need a lot of knowledge to do wine, and it's a bit. He feels in a way offended that people who come from to totally different corners of life do wine production and pretend doing with natural wine something new and something better. And so the technical things, temperature control, use of sulfur dioxide, clarification, filtration. I agree completely with Cottarella. And I come back to this thing of wine as a natural product or natural in general. But his tone is like this mustn't exist. It doesn't help. Look, this is the list of wineries that were on Umbria and Bicchiere, where I have been yesterday. It's an annual slow food event, and there were 50 Umbrian wineries. 50, smaller, only a small sample of the wineries, but 50. From these 50 wineries, 15 were, I think, self-declared natural wineries. And also the Istrali, the condemnation from above, from the summit of wine production and wine knowledge, will not stop this. You have to. You need another approach. I went again to some of these natural producers to taste their wine. I don't like them. I wrote in my piece on WuhanUmbria.com. By the way, you can find everything on WuhanUmbria.com, what I'm telling here about, what I'm talking about, and something more. And I wrote already, I think it tastes like as if they mix rhubarb juice in the red wines before they bottle them. Or the white wines taste like the rest of the skins and the seeds that have been too long macerated. I think that the idea that they are more genuine, these natural wines, is wrong. or more genuine. Whatever does this mean? But they are more typical. They are not more typical because I think a lot of common processes take place because of the so-called natural production method. So not leaving white wines along with the skins and with the seed. And maybe this gives general chemical reactions that make a lot of these wines taste very similar. Sorry. But you cannot go against this in a frontal way. And you cannot go against it at all because it's everyone has the right to have this taste. But no one has the right to tell the other you are wrong. And in this regard, both sides are not say the same. Both sides is also not correct because some people of both sides are demonizing the other side. There are some people on the natural wine side that say, oh, you are a chemistry laboratory you are poisoning the people. What you are producing is not wine, but and there are on the conventional wine side people who are saying, oh, you don't understand anything about wine. What you're producing is disgusting, and so on. This leads to nothing. I'm happy about the natural wine movement because it brings more and new clients to the wine business. We need this. The wine market is stagnant. A lot of young people went away from wine and to much less good alcoholic beverages, and some of them coming back through natural wines. The word natural wine. But we have so many unhappy words like biological for organic, what doesn't mean as anything, agriculture. On this, I'm very hard. I'm very precise also. Wine is not a natural product. Wine is an artisanal product. Everything what humans are doing is not natural, but artisanal. Nature doesn't produce wine. And nature is also not something what we can put on a piedestal and say, oh, this is a good thing. Nature is not good. At least not to humans. Good is something what is only valid within human relationships. Nature is, and some of what nature is we like and we use, and some of that what nature is, I always give as an example, an appendicitis is what we do not want. And regarding agricultural production, we have to reduce this to practical, pragmatic issues. How much sulfur dioxide is necessary or is not necessary? What is happening if we reduce sulfur dioxide? Is clarification with clarification agents something what is needed to make a stable wine? Filtration the same. I talked last time about acidification, and it was already clear that this is not something about natural and unnatural, but about quality wine and industrial mass production of wine. And there are differences. Regarding the natural wine, what is always also used better for the environment, I'm very, very interested and very in favor of the sustainability certifications that are now around, because all what this is with organic agriculture is too much process oriented and not so much impact oriented. But Sustain, an example, Sicilian initiative is much more impact oriented. an example, how much pesticide overall do you use? How much water do you use to produce a liter of wine? How much electricity do you use? What are you doing in your employment methods? Are you socially responsible in this? And so this is much more reasonable than the ideological and nearly religious debate about natural wines. And as much as I esteem Riccardo Cottarella as enologo and as big wine specialist, he should take this role and warmly encourage the new and it's mostly young people who are producing natural wine. Then I have to go on to find someone I like. And if I don't find those what I like, I go on drinking artisanal wines. But this is also unnice to the natural winemakers, because also they are artisans. They're only artisans. What they're doing is not natural. Even if they use the feed to squeeze out the juice of the grapes, this is not natural. This is a human artisanal activity. So I will decide winery by winery if I like the wines. And I found Spoletino on Umbriano Bicchiere from a, to me, until now, unknown natural winery. That was interesting. It had a strong vegetal taste, so it was different from other Spoletinos, which for me normally have this strong papaya and mango taste, but it was not dirty. Sorry, for me, most of the natural wines have a dirty taste. And I will go there. I will taste all their wines, I will sample this, and I will bring them home. Yeah. With bubbling wine, the natural wine movement has maybe done the most appreciable actions by re-polishing the metodo ancestrale, which is a bottle fermentation, but a natural bottle fermentation without dosing. And this produces often light, appreciable, bubbled beverages. As I thought the first time, I said, "Oh yeah, it's a beverage. It's drinkable. It's a bubbled beverage, but it's not wine." Okay, this is again, it's unnecessary polemic. We should learn from each other, and if you want to hear about the real problems of winemaking, go to you look for it on YouTube, an interview that I did with Leo Pambufetti, the winemaker of Scacciadiavoli, one of the good Sagantino producers in Montefalco. You find it also on WuhanUmbria.com, and she tells what are the things to see if you go to the vineyard, to measure, to assess that example. Also the use of yeast, of natural yeast or selected yeast. It's not a principal question. It's a question how the weather is, and if the natural yeast is good. Sometimes it's not good. Yeah, I would say I will conclude for today with a bit of agitprop. Agitprop for our own, for Nixie and my activities. We are opening on the 15th of November the Bed and Bottle in Via Graziosa in Perugia. Wine tasting plus a lab, plus a room for staying the night. So you can go after the wine tasting directly in our rooftop apartment, what we have prepared for guests, with a wonderful view on the old Perugia, and you can book this already now on wuhanumbria.com, and we will tell something more about this. This is all for today. See you next Sunday.